Hi noobs, so today I'm going to be talking about menstrual cups. If you do not want to talk about periods or blood or vaginas, you may tune out. But I think all girls and women should at least know about this because it's a very great option for your period. This video is also going to be a review of a menstrual cup called SckoonCup. So this is it. Right off the bat, it might scare you, but I promise it's not that scary. So a menstrual cup is an alternative to tampons, pads, and anything else that you might use on your period. So the great thing about these, or my favorite part, is how environmentally friendly they are. Why is this lighting being so crazy? It just keeps getting light. If you think about how many tampons or pads that you use in one period, and then multiply that throughout your entire lifetime as a menstruating woman, that's a lot. That's a lot of pads and tampons that end up in landfills. Menstrual cups, on the other hand, are long-lasting and reusable. So you can buy a menstrual cup and use it for literally years. But you're probably more concerned about how the heck this works, right? So menstrual cups, they collect blood instead of absorbing it like a tampon or a pad. So if this is in your vagina, it's gonna collect all of the blood, and you're like, how does this work? I know. The tricky part is inserting it. So you can either do a little U shape, or some people just poke in one side and insert it that way. I know, you're looking at this and you're like, that is too big, that's gonna be so uncomfortable, what do I do? That is probably the trickiest part of getting used to using menstrual cups, because you have to not only be unafraid of your own body, which you shouldn't be. I mean, it does take a little bit of time to work with this. You gotta make it work. Another question is, yeah, but doesn't that feel uncomfortable? Like a tampon's like tiny. How does that feel? It actually has been shown to be more comfortable because it's just a more natural, not only material, like feeling, but the shape. So when it is inside, it's gonna go and it's gonna suction. It has little holes on the side, ensuring that no blood like sneaks past, so then all blood would just get caught in the cup. I've also seen that this can reduce people's cramps. And another great thing about these is how long you can use them. They can be used for up to 12 hours. You can keep it in all day, and then you only have to empty it once. A lot of people also worry that it's gonna like overflow or like get too full, but actually you don't bleed as much as you think you do. So for most women, unless you have like a very, very heavy flow, they don't have to change this very often. Another thing is that they come in different sizes. SckoonCup specifically comes in 2 sizes. Size 1 is small, and it's for women who have not given birth vaginally. And then size 2 would be a little larger for women who have given birth. So a lot of women, even adult women, hear about SckoonCup and other menstrual cups and are just grossed out, and they think it's just weird and unsanitary. Maybe it makes you a little uncomfortable. Maybe the thought of emptying a cup of your blood into the toilet scares you. So when it comes to emptying a menstrual cup, you do just take it out. You can either pull it from the bottom, and then boom. The insertion and the removal are the hardest parts. So once you get used to that, it's a lot easier, and you won't have to like think about it every time. You just remove it, dump it out. If you're at home, you can like rinse it. If you're in like a public bathroom or something, you can just kind of like wipe it. But it really only has to be cleaned every cycle. So you would use like a sterilizing solution, or just wash it with soap and water. And honestly, imagine not buying tampons ever again. Not buying pads ever again. Or you could use a combination. Whatever works for you, but buying less of them at the least would be great, right? So from my personal experience, I actually already owned a menstrual cup, and because once I heard about them, I was like, I have to try this out. And the one that I bought, I don't remember the brand before, it was kind of hard to use, and I couldn't figure out the folding and the inserting, and it's very difficult. But SckoonCup is literally so much easier to use, and I finally got the hang of it. And it does take a while. You have to not be afraid to like maybe sit down and like figure it out for a while, and lots of maneuvering, but it's worth it. You'll know when it's inserted right if you feel like nothing. and then you're like, where did it go? Is it in there? Is it fine? Is it gonna get lost? It's gonna stay right in place. And then you can either keep the tail to help you like pull it, but most people trim it just for comfort. And you can just grab at the bottom, at the base, and it's gonna release the suction, and then you can pull it out. What really makes SckoonCup special is the design, because they've been working on it for years to make it more comfortable, smaller, easier to fit, easier to remove, and the way that the suction holes are designed, those do not clog. Just great stuff. If you guys check out their website, SckoonCup.com, you can check out all of their products. They actually have these in a bunch of different colors, and each SckoonCup comes with a cute little carrying pouch. Mine is red, it's called Wellness. So if you guys have any questions, there's a lot of information online. Feel free to ask me anything, and just look up some videos and things, because this could change your period experience. Thank you, SckoonCup, and thank you for watching. Okay, thanks, bye. Honestly, I have been struggling just getting comfortable in this environment, because I've been really lonely and it's not easy for me to make friends.